Hey everybody, Peter Michael here. This is the December 2011 Original Music Contest video. That gets to be quite a mouthful. Nevertheless, this is the place you come with your original music. You post it below as a video response. There's a link down below me here for enter a song. And you post it as a video response. It shows up down below as a video response. And at the end of the month, we close the contest off to new entries. Everybody can go over to mystonicrecords.com and you can vote there on who you think the top 3 songs of the month are. Now, at the end of a week of voting, we announce 10 winners, at least 10, and we award prizes, and that's pretty much about as simple as it gets. To be quite honest, really, it is such a blast to do this. Now, I am running this as a hobby, kind of, on a shoestring budget, but somehow we're able to continue to add things to the prizes and make them better and bigger, and it's amazing. Sometimes it really hits me, and today is one of those days where I'm just, good news coming in from the front, if you will, and it's just very exciting. So, to all those who continue to participate, have participated, it just continues to get better. If you have, because I love how we get a dislike every now and again on the videos. Yes, the host could be better looking, but really, there's not. I would love to have somebody comment below as to what negative could possibly come out of this contest. I'd love to hear what the negative is about what we're doing here. Anyway, some interesting things to share with you. I mentioned last month that our first winner in the contest, the first person to win the Mystonic Records contest back in December of 2009, I mentioned last month that she lives in Peru and she entered this worldwide contest to be part of the Glee cast for maybe a single taping. I don't know the specific details. And I just said, check out the video. I put a link to the video, etc. And as it turns out, nothing to do with the small group that is Mystonic Records. I mean, every little bit helps, obviously, but my thanks to whoever went and looked at her video. She got a bunch of attention and a bunch of hits and such a tremendous feedback that the producers of the show actually got in contact with her, and they were beginning the arrangement process to get her up there. And it turns out that her papers were not what they needed to be, and there's no way that she can get up there in time. So you might think, oh, that's a bummer. Well, it got her a lot of attention. She got to be on the cover of if not one of the biggest magazines there in Peru. She got a spread. They made a video for her with a bunch of glamour shots. I mean, she's not really hard to look at, the girl. And it's turned out to be a tremendous thing for her. So anytime we have successes from people who have entered the contest, and it just goes to show that the talent gets elevated, and of course it's going to get picked up down the road. She's got major things happening for her now, so we'll have more news for you in the future, but way to go, Mafer, with that down there in Peru. Let's see what else. Yes, as of recently, we have a person who won in the contest, Ben Wells, and his song has sold enough copies that he has surpassed the $100 mark of money coming from Mystonic Records, coming from iTunes through Mystonic Records to him, just to show, hey, this is how much money I've made from Ben Wells. Okay? And every dime, every cent that has come in for his songs is going to, because it continues to come in. I mean, the last 3 months, he's averaging at least 25 songs sold every month. So it continues to come in. And he periodically gets a hold of me, and I send him some money, and I give him a sheet showing what his sales are. I got to be honest, okay? To those of you who treat this like this Pete guy is going to magically show up and boost my sales, no, that's not it, gang. That's not it. There's people who win the contest and we never hear from them again, and some of them just get rid of their YouTube page or whatever. completely understanding that life is a doozy and can just take you away from things you need to be doing musically, and you can have all sorts of other mischief going on that doesn't allow you to do this kind of stuff. That's the truth. But the reality is, if you're out there, if you're playing live, if you're putting the dues in and putting the work in and perfecting your craft and playing your scales, and you're actually working on the music, and you're working on the fans and trying to have a relationship with people, and putting the effort in, there is a reward. The next guy who's not quite there yet, but he'll be there shortly, is Bleach It Blue, who's going to be the next guy to reach the $100 mark. I can say that comfortably because those two guys have just, bam, they've, pretty much there's a lot of people who get the few sales, but those two guys have really put the work in, and they let people know, hey, I got an album here. It's on iTunes. Go, even if it's just a single, go buy the song. This is a helping hand, this Mystonic thing. It's a community deal, and it's a tool that grows and is going to become a big deal. I'm confident, I'm certain of it more every day, that this thing's going to grow to become something that can really have a bigger effect than it does even now. But you got to take what you got and work with it. So please, if you get your, I've started to send out the money for the individual TuneCore accounts, and I'm going to be continuing to do that. When you get that stuff, that's not when it's over. Any clown can put a song on iTunes. If Stevie Wonder, I've said this many times, if Stevie Wonder, one of the greatest voices of all time, if he was to make an album of all new songs, and he didn't put it under the name Stevie Wonder, if he put it under some other name and just put it on iTunes, no one would ever know. He would never sell a single copy. You've got to use what you have. Even if you only know 10 people that would be willing to buy your single. Even if you know 10 people and they wouldn't even be willing to buy your single, but they're willing to just share about you. I mean, we're not all going to be musical stars and be able to quit our jobs on the grounds of music, but some of us will. And those of us that will are going to be the ones that are going to take the steps to make it happen. Because the talent will only get you so high and so far. The work ethic is going to be what gets you the rest of the way, if at all. It's not going to happen for everybody. It's not going to happen for every deserving person. That's the sad truth. But if I have my way, it's going to happen for a few more people than it would have before. That's my plan. So get your original music in here. Let's see. There's got to be something else. Yes, I'm extending the 5 winners get their own single accounts this month. What does that mean? Normally I was doing 3. Last month I did 5. I'm going to do another 5. I got a little savings break. Every TuneCore gave us a discount. So instead of costing me $10 a pop, only cost me $5 a pop in November. So I'm going to go ahead and extend it through to December. So the top 5 winners from this contest get their own single MP3 sale account on TuneCore. You could sell literally 1 million singles if you had the right tune in the right circumstance. That is an unlimited thing. Any sales you get around 70 cents a piece. So it could be as big of a prize as you let it. But I'm also adding, and I'm excited about this. I don't have one to hold in my hand today, but I will shortly. Before I had made a few Mystonic Records t-shirts, and I got them done at a lesser place. I'm kind of, a shameful place where they just iron the things on based on the printing that I had sent in, and that was fine. But they fade so fast. That's not a legitimate t-shirt. Well, I'm getting larges and extra larges made right now that are the same design. Let's see if I can put a picture up of that. Yeah, the same design, and they're going to be the real thing. So for the top 3 winners, I will contact you, and I'm just going to ask if you want an extra large or large you know, like myself, I have to wear a bunch of extra large stuff because cotton shrinks, gang. I mean, we all know this. So we got the t-shirts. We got the 5 winners. We got the big success in Peru. And I'll put a link for the video for her down there because that's her singing in the video. And that's her, you know, looking all gleeful in the video. So you might want to check that out. I'll put a link in there for Ben Wells. I'll put a link in there for Bleach It Blue. And is there anything else? If there is, I can't think of it. And there's a new featured artist. I was originally just a change of plans there, and this comes from a lot of discussion. As quick as I can tell you, I had originally intended to do a featured artist video where I make a production out of it and say, you know, hey, check this, blah blah blah. You guys see enough of me as it is. You don't need to see no more of me. So the featured artist link will take you to the playlist that's going to be at Mystonic Records that will be every week changing to a different featured artist. That'll be the easiest way to go. So you click on that link, you go to the playlist, those are the featured artists, and it doesn't involve me doing any more talking or, you know, taking away from what it is. I mean, you guys know what the deal is. Go get the good music. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Keep at it. It's going to be another good month, and this is going to wrap up the second year, and we're only going to get bigger and better. So talk to you guys later.